A simple house cat pulls off an incredible feat, saving all the pups from the neighbor's vicious dog. But when the owners learn the real reason behind her bravery, they are left speechless. Lily wasn't just an ordinary cat. Her caramel-colored fur and sparkling emerald eyes made her impossible to overlook. Yet, it wasn't only her appearance that made her special. Lily possessed a maternal instinct that went far beyond typical feline behavior. The Anderson household, Sarah, Mike, and their child Grace, offered Lily a home when she was just a kitten. They discovered her shivering with cold and fright, nestling in a cardboard box near a grocery store. Grace, a little girl of 8 years, immediately fell in love with the tiny kitten and pleaded with her parents to adopt her. The initial weeks were tough for Lily. She sought refuge under the bed, only venturing out after dark for food. Grace showed tremendous patience, spending hours coaxing Lily out, and eventually, the cat began to trust her new family. As Lily grew, her personality flourished. She was impressively intelligent and curious. She mastered the art of unlatching doors, toggling light switches, and even delivering Grace's school backpack every morning. Over time, Lily also showed compassion for other creatures. When Grace brought home a wounded bird, Lily took on the role of caregiver, guarding the bird and even attempting to feed it. Thanks to her nurturing care, the bird recovered and took flight once again. One stormy day, a nest of baby squirrels fell into the Andersons' yard. Without hesitation, Lily rushed into the pouring rain, carefully carried each squirrel to the shelter of the porch, and kept them warm through the storm until their mother could return. Lily became a local gem, adored by everyone. Neighbors often came by to admire her, and children loved playing with her. But one day, Sarah noticed Lily acting strangely. The cat would sit by the window, staring out into the distance, and her appetite dwindled. Concerned, the Andersons took Lily to the vet. The mystery was soon solved. Lily was pregnant. This revelation stirred emotions in the family. Grace was excited about the kittens, Sarah was concerned for Lily's health, and Mike was already planning how they would care for the new arrivals. Preparations were made, and soon the day arrived. Lily gave birth in a corner of the shed. The Andersons waited eagerly, but when Lily emerged, there were no kittens with her. Sarah and Mike were devastated to discover 3 tiny stillborn kittens. Lily was inconsolable, staying with her lifeless kittens and desperately trying to revive them. The Andersons tried to comfort her, but nothing seemed to ease her sorrow. She withdrew, no longer the playful cat she once was. Weeks passed, and Lily became quiet and withdrawn, still mourning her loss. Then, on a hot summer day, everything changed. While playing in the yard, Grace heard a faint sound from beyond the fence. She went closer and was astonished to see Lily gently carrying a small, black puppy in her mouth. Lily carefully placed the pup on the ground, nuzzling it as if it were her own kitten. The Andersons were puzzled. Where had this puppy come from? After much discussion, they decided to let Lily care for the puppy. Over the following days, Lily continued to care for it lovingly. She even began nursing the little one, despite the differences between them. The family vet was astonished by this rare occurrence but confirmed that Lily's milk could indeed nourish the puppy. Soon, Lily brought home more puppies. One by one, she delivered them to the Andersons, each one carefully placed in the basket where Lily had been nursing the first pup. By the end of the week, there were 5 tiny pups under Lily's watchful eye. Her maternal instinct was evident in every action as she cared for them with great devotion. Despite her efforts, Lily's milk couldn't sustain all 5 pups. Grace began bottle feeding them, and Lily would patiently wait for her turn to lick their faces once they had been fed. Word of Lily's extraordinary act of motherhood spread quickly through the neighborhood, with many locals praising her for her compassion and selflessness. However, not everyone was impressed. Some neighbors, like Mrs. Parker, were suspicious, spreading rumors that Lily was stealing puppies. Others, like Mr. Rodriguez, were captivated by the story and brought gifts of fresh bread for the Andersons and their new family. As the weeks passed, the responsibility of caring for 5 puppies took its toll on the Andersons. They were overwhelmed with the rising costs of food and vet bills, and the strain began to affect their relationships. The pressure increased when some neighbors began to discuss calling animal control, fearing Lily was taking puppies from other dogs. Grace, determined to understand the situation, began watching Lily closely, hoping to follow her on one of her excursions. It was then that Grace discovered that Lily was going to an abandoned house on the edge of town. The Andersons decided to investigate. When Mike and the officer returned from the abandoned house, they explained what had happened. The mother dog, too weak to care for her pups, had left them behind, and Lily had been rescuing them one by one. The Andersons were relieved to learn that Lily wasn't stealing the puppies, she was saving them. The entire town was moved by Lily's heroism, and the locals began to treat each other with more kindness. The community rallied behind the Andersons, with the local vet offering to treat the mother dog for free and the neighbors helping with whatever they could. As the mother dog recovered and reunited with her puppies, Lily stood by, allowing the biological mother to bond with her pups while she continued to be their loving guardian. The story of Lily's compassion spread far and wide, leaving a lasting impact on the entire community. Lily became a symbol of maternal love and devotion, reminding everyone that kindness can come from the most unexpected places.